All right. Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, as well as the men that taught them, and peace and blessings to all Yawaki and Maldel, who pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as to all you believers out there who believe in the gospel. And this is the brother Korah Abad from the GMS Houston camp. And I want to go into another lesson that Lord willing it do be edifying. It shouldn't be nothing long, but straight to the point. As I was skimming through YouTube earlier, going through many different videos, one thing that I started to notice is that well, not just started to notice, but you know how as of late you have a lot of people who will get on these social media platforms and complain, mainly on TikTok and complain. For example, they'll complain about, housing costs. They'll complain about the job market. They'll complain about, dating. They'll complain about this and that. But another thing, on the TikTok platform mainly, you see a lot of people complaining or taking notice that time is moving faster. You see, a lot of people are starting to realize that time is moving faster, and how, I'm sure all of us, we realize it, and the point I want to get at is that, but we know why. You see, we know why, but now a lot of people are starting to see for themselves, well, hold on, time is moving faster. When I was a child, I had, all the time in the day to ride bikes and, to go play football and basketball and tag, right? But now I feel like when I wake up, you go to work, you at work, as soon as you get off, you don't have much to do, because it's about to be nighttime. Now you got to get your clothes out to do the same thing tomorrow. As soon as you put your head on the pillow, your alarm go off, and you got to pop back up and do the same thing over. You don't have no time. You see? But the thing is that people, it's many different scientific explanations and why, and are we getting old? So like I had a phone call. Yeah, so like I had a phone call, so I had to pause it. But I'm gonna continue. But going back to what I was saying is that you have Esau. He'll give scientific explanations on why time is speeding up, or so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, it's because it's Bible prophecy, man. And we at the end of the world. And now it's obvious. It's obvious. You see? I'll play a couple of videos that I seen, and I read this little article real quick. But let's get a precept first, and then we can move on. This is Matthew chapter 24. Matthew 24. And I'm going to get straight to the point. This Matthew 24, and I think it's 21. Yeah, Matthew 24 and verse 21. It says, Matthew chapter 24 and 21. And Salaki too, bear with me, I'm at the job, so got a lot of co-workers walking around, so I had to be discreet. But Matthew chapter 24 and 21, it says, and this the Lord Yahweh Shai speaking, he says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened. And the thing is, the days already are being shortened before great tribulation even come. Before great tribulation even come, the Lord already is speeding up the days, man. How much faster will it feel like these days moving when you got plagues and calamities hitting on a daily basis? And I got one video, if I can find it, I'm gonna just play some videos I was skimming through. But one guy was saying that he was like, why time probably felt like it moved slower back then, because it wasn't much to do. Well, now with a lot to do, it feel like time could move fast. And that made me think about that precept, and Lord, when we get it, about how the Lord was going to send a plagues, and he likened it unto a woman in labor, giving birth. Meaning, the closer the child get to the end, the closer the contractions get, the faster the contractions come. They speed up. They get closer together, the closer it is to the end. And that's exactly how it's going to be. The Lord going to send more plagues, more pain to this world, more calamities, and it's going to feel like it's just a lot happening at once. So even with that, it's going to feel like time really going fast when plagues hit. But let's read this. It's Matthew chapter 24 and verse 21. It says, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world, to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened." It's going to be a lot going on. The Lord going to have to shorten the time, man. He's going to have to shorten the time of Esau ruling, because if not, a lot of people going to die because of it. That's to tell you how bad the time's going to get. But you already see the Lord already started speeding up the times. Now let's go back and now I'm going to read this real quick, this AI overview, just to get some information to back up prophecy, what prophecy already say. So I just typed in on AI overview. It says yes, and this comes, why I typed in is the earth spinning faster. This comes from doing a little research, you know, on why the time is short, and this is one of the explanations, the earth spinning faster. Even if you want to say that right, but why? Because the Lord. But it says yes, the earth has been spinning slightly faster than usual, with the shortest day recorded ever since 1970 on June 29, 2022, at 1.5 milliseconds, less than 24 hours. Now, I got this little article right here. This was put out 2024 from CBS News. And it's just random news as I was, looking stuff up, right? Now, it says, this was put out 2024, but just to kind of build on the point. It says, CBS News, the earth is spinning faster than it used to, and clocks might have to skip a second to keep up. But the point is, even people noticing it now. People noticing it, man. And you know what? And you know why it's starting to affect people? Because especially Americans, they used to doing anything they want throughout their day. Now time ain't on these people's side no more. Everything is a rush to get money, rush to do this, and it's really a rush to go nowhere and to do nothing. Right? But the people are starting to notice that because of freedoms are gone, the avenues that they use to take up their time, now that they can't do that no more because life is a little harder, right? That pocketbook is a little more thinner, So they don't have the freedoms to do as they once did, to take up idle time. So now that idle time is gone, now it's an issue. But the thing about it, we talking about times when that idleness is gone, when you could have your pleasures, but what replaces a good time, the Lord gonna send plagues, man. But let's go back to this. Well, I ain't gonna read the article. I just want to kind of highlight it. I'm gonna read a little bit. It says, Earth's changing spin is threatening to toy with our sense of time, clocks, and computerized society in an unprecedented way, but only for a second. You see? Now I'm gonna just play some of these videos because I found this article right before I started the lesson. So I'm gonna just play some of these videos real quick. Hold on. So these some of the videos. Now I got my phone to the side. Let me know if y'all can see.
I don't care what anybody says. Time is speeding up. This is not an age thing. Time is speeding up. I'm not the only.
Now I got my phone to the side, so I'm not sure how that's gonna look. But I'm gonna just play it, as long as y'all can hear the audio, we good, But you might just have to see the video from the side. Let's get it.
Another thing.
I don't care what anybody says. Time is speeding up. This is not an age thing. Time is speeding up. I'm not the only one that feels that. I swear to God, I feel like I just left work and I'm back at work. And then it flies by in a blink of an eye. And then I'm back at work. It's like, there's like this.
I feel like a lot of us are feeling the same way.
I feel like time has sped up so much that there's not even 24 hours in a day anymore.
I can honestly say I feel that exactly. It's so weird. It doesn't feel like there's 24 hours in the day anymore. It feels like it's more like 16.
I am fully convinced that time is literally speeding up lately.
Why are the weeks going by super fast?
I mean, 2012 to 2017 is the same length of time as 2017 to 2022? Yeah, they're both 5 years. What are you talking about? I don't know. They just don't seem like the same amount of time. I can't explain it.
Time is definitely speeding up.
That's one. Let's see if we can get another one.
Time is moving faster. Or at least it feels like it. The amount of mental trauma we have all endured over the last 3 years has been immense. Most of us have lost loved ones, watched people we know change dramatically over fickle political ideologies, and many of us have experienced an incredible amount of cognitive dissonance, not knowing what to believe. Now, all of a sudden, here we are, and it's 2023. Each day feels like it only lasts an hour. It doesn't matter how diverse my schedule is. Things just seem to be going by so much faster than they used to. The weirdest thing about this is everyone I talk to says they are experiencing something similar. Could it be that we were just getting older and we were just experiencing time differently due to our age? Perhaps when we were children, we may have perceived time as slower because each thing we experienced was new, fascinating.
No, nigga, it's prophecy. Let's see who else got something.
Where's the time? Honestly, where's the time going? I can't wrap my mind around it. I feel like gaslit by time, honestly. Like, I cannot believe that I am already 27. I was talking on the phone with my grandma this morning, and we were talking about my birthday. We were talking about her birthday because it was right after mine, and she's in her mid-70s. And she was talking about it, and she was like, yeah, you know, I just felt like my life just flew by after I turned 25. I'm only 2 years past 25, but I've already seen that to be true because the last 2 years felt like they didn't exist. Genuinely, I can't comprehend that it's already been a year. Every New Year's now, as I get older, I can't believe that it's already the new year. My brain literally can't wrap my mind around it. And I just feel like I'm gonna be 75 looking back. And
I'm just skipping through some vids.
For those who remember what it was like growing up in the 90s, time was moving a lot slower. I remember a day was like a day. A whole day took forever. When I was in middle school, a day was a day. It felt like a day. It was a whole day. Everything was moving slow. And then once I kind of got to high school, I started noticing like my days were a little quicker and the classes were moving by a little faster. And then when I got out of high school, and I kept noticing how, you know, one day everything was just moving quick, faster, and then I started to ask questions. I started asking other people, hey, do you feel as though the world, you know, your days are passing you by faster? And everybody was agreeing, like, yeah. Now a day is almost like a week. Everything is just moving at a fast, rapid pace, and enjoying the world. I don't think people are doing that anymore.
Right. And you see, you get the point. Like I said, I was just skipping through some videos. Earlier it was one more, I think it's this dude.
What do you really mean about time speeding up?
Well, let me answer in the form of a question. Which lasts longer? A million years in which nothing happens, or...
Now check out what he's gonna say. Which lasts longer? A million years to where nothing happened? Or I think he said like 10 years or something to where a lot happened. And that's the point that I thought, one of the points that I thought of too, on how it's gonna feel like time moving so much faster in the age that we're in, because the Lord about to send so many plagues at once. It's gonna feel like a lot is going on. Hey, Apostle Sahal, he said a quote from Vladimir Lenin. He said, it's decades to where nothing happened, and it's also decades to where to where a long time happened, man. And that's what we about to witness. The Lord about to do so much, it's gonna feel like a lot has happened in a short period of time. So it's gonna feel like the time is flying. Think about multiple events happening throughout one day. But let's listen to him.
10 seconds with 50,000.
What do you really mean about time speeding up?
Well, let me answer in the form of a question. Which lasts longer? A million years in which nothing happens, or 10 seconds with 50,000 events crammed into it? In other words, really time is only experienced by the events which occur within it. And I maintain that the early universe had very little going on, and consequently, time moved very, very slowly. The character of time as we approach the present is that there are more and more physical domains and energetic domains in...
What do you really mean about time speeding up?
In fact, let me get a quick precept. Let me get that second Esdras, because That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a lot happening in a short period of time, man. And it's gonna be going by quick. The Lord about to do a lot. Let me get this real quick. This 2nd Ezra chapter 16, and I'm gonna start at verse, and I'm about to end it. I just kind of want to touch on this. 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 37, it says, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack." See, what the Lord about to do, he ain't gonna slow it down for these people. It says, as when, so he about to liken it unto this, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb. Which pains, when a child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. So the closer a woman get to pushing out that child during labor, guess what? Those contractions they gonna come faster, be more closer together, and become more painful. That's how the plague's about to get. So a lot is about to happen in a short period of time, man. Look, the Lord is about to speed up the end of the world to get this shit over with. To get it over with, and it's going to take these people by surprise. Right? I read this. It says, "And oh, my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle." And that's what we doing. We preparing ourselves as time being short. See, that's another thing. See, time is on our side. As believers, time is on our side. We need plagues to come. We need calamities to come. We need time to speed up to get what we want, which is the kingdom. Time ain't on Esau and these people's sides because they love this world. This is their world. So seeing it is time speeding up. They don't want it. They want days to go slow so they can enjoy it longer, right? They don't want plagues to come because they want to just live their best life. But we ain't on that type of time. You see? But what I'm getting, yeah, let's get that 2nd Ezra 4. This is why we need time to speed up. The 2nd Ezra, matter of fact, what I want first. Yeah, let's get 2nd Ezra 4. Because if time don't speed up, then guess what? We'll never get to the kingdom. We just gonna be here forever, paying bills, right? Being caught in traffic. Gotta be around these coworkers. You see? Gotta get your registration updated on your vehicles. Like all this nonsense, man. Taxes and just so on and so forth. The pride of these people. The same old dumbass reality TV shows. You know, in sports. Man, if time don't speed up, this is going to be our life for a good minute. That's why we need these things to happen, man. Let's read this. The 2nd Ezra chapter 4 and verse 26. It says, "Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel." Check this out. "For the world hasteth fast to pass away." What world? The end of Esau world. The Lord said he was going to speed up Esau world, and that's where we at. So it says, "The world hasteth fast to pass away, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in the time to come." It says, "For this world," right, "is full of unrighteousness." And if I pause real quick, Salakia, but I know one of my coworkers, this nigga see me down here by myself, he gonna walk his ass down here. So hold on. Yeah, man, Salakia. Anyway, let me finish this. Salakia. 2nd Ezra 4 and 26. And mind you, I'm a little aggravated because this is my 5th time trying to do this lesson in the last hour. So this is 2nd Ezra 4 and 26. It says, "Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel, for the world hasteth fast to pass away, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in the time to come. For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmity." So this world's full of just nonsense, man. You know, things that's not truly profitable. You know, it don't bring life. That's what this world's full of. That's why we need to pass away quick. But it's the point I want. It says, "But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come." And we see much evil, but we like, Lord, when you go bring the destruction? So it says, we see much evil, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. "If therefore," that's the point, "if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that which is sown with good." That's why Right, that's why we should want the time to speed up, man. Because if it don't, we gonna continue to be in this world. We're gonna continue to be in this life of suffering, man, in this society with these losers. You know, we're gonna continue to be here. Let's read that again. That's why we should pray that the time speed up. Pray when a lot of plagues and calamities hit this world, man, because that's good for us. Let's read this one more time. 2 Ezra 4:29. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that which is sown with good, man. Then we'll be in America or wherever, brother, scattered forever. You're losing, you know. But that's why I'm gonna get one more, and that's why we need to pray for 4 shorter days, man. Pray that the Lord do speed up the time. You see? Let me get one more. This 2 Ezra 2. Matter of fact, I'm going to get 2 more. But this 2 Ezra 2. This 2 Ezra 2, and I'm going to start at verse 13. I'm going to get straight to the point. 2 Ezra 2 and 13, it says, Go and ye shall receive. It says, pray for a few days unto you that they may be shortened. So see, this is a part of what the Lord told us to pray about. He told us to pray that the days be shortened that we are in, that it be few days, man. Let's read it again. 2 Ezra 2 and 13, it says, Go and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Right. That's what I told him. Yeah. Salagi. Fucking this chord. I had to play it off like I was on the phone. But right, let me finish this up, man. This 2 Ezra 2 and 13, it says, Go and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you that they may be shortened. It says the kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. So the kingdom is prepared. The promises that we're looking for is already ready. We just have to wait on this society to fall, man. To fall. So what people noticing that the days are going faster is actually Bible prophecy that will benefit us as the believers, man. Let's get this real quick. It's Revelation 12 and 12. And I want to get this because Esau know he got a short time. And if he the ruler of the world and he know he got a short time, meaning what? He feel the days going fast. His rulership is quickly slipping out his hands. And the thing is, let's just read this first. This is Revelation 12 and verse 12. It says, Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, and woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil Esau is come down unto you having great wrath. It says, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. See, Esau knew he got a short time to rule. Time moving fast, and his plans ain't working out how he thought it was going to be. And so look, if we in captivity under Esau, if he got a short time to rule, we got a short time left to be oppressed, man. You know, and to wait. But the point is, time moving fast, that's a good thing for us. And the Lord said he's going to continue to speed it up for the elect's sake, you know. But I'm going to end it right there. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Chakodash, and with that, Shalom.